I just did a video and I forgot to mention something. Bees don't always sting. Sometimes they bite. So yeah, honeybees do bite. I just did this colony here. I added a deep. I checked the queen, checked to see how she was doing. I didn't have on a veil. I didn't have any gloves. I didn't use any smoke. I got bit a few times, but that doesn't hurt the bees, so it didn't bother me. And now I'm in this colony here. First thing I do when I open the colony, I let them know it's just me, the beekeeper. Get them used to the idea that I'm here. I'm checking them, seeing how they're doing. And see, they're not stinging me. And then also, when you're putting a hive together, bees will walk in circles. Like if a bee is here and you want that bee to get out of the way, it'll go down the side of the deep and it'll come back up. They don't normally walk in straight lines. I've noticed that. They always walk in circles. So once the bees know you're there and they've gotten used to you, you can pull out a few frames, but still be careful. As soon as you kill a bee and they know that, you're at risk of being stung, and then you got to have a veil and gloves and smoke and everything else. But if you take the time to do things carefully, give them a chance to realize that you're there. Don't bang the hive around. Go nice and slow. Don't disrupt them as much as possible, because I try not to use smoke, because smoke is also disruptive to a colony. I want to see what the queen's doing. I want to watch her naturally. When you smoke a colony, that's disruptive. So if I'm careful and I can take out the frames without disrupting them, I can see what the queen's doing naturally and get a good idea how the colony is. And then in my previous video, I said you want to make sure your colonies are not honey bound early spring. You got to make sure the queen has several frames to lay on for them to grow, because if they're honey bound and the queen runs out of cells to lay eggs in, they could assume that queen is not doing a good job and kill her. So that's one of the important things in the spring, even because you give them sugar during the winter and you've done a good job of feeding them, saving that honey for the brood. You also have to make sure they don't have too much honey. Okay? Thank you.